Alrighty, we are back. We're back for another series. We've had a restart. Do we have a Xela? Let's find out. Do we not have a Xela? I know you don't see any voice chat. Okay. Well, we'll see if he rocks up. There he is. Ah, look at that. Xela. Xela knows. He's been a crew battle staple for a while, so definitely no second doubts on him. Let's quickly just set up our lobby really quickly from our last series. Alright, let's start getting our plays in here. So we've got Walk, we've got Chris, got Giggles, got Lux. Who else are we missing? Xela and Charlie. I don't have Xela. I do have Xela, I just don't know what his username is. And Charlie, I don't. It's just Xela. It is too. I can't read, sorry. Thanks, Pima. If only I could read. Just waiting on Charlie. Go Chris indeed. So we've got a spicy 1v1 matchup. We had an entertaining series just passed. We got to see Flixart versus YOLO Brothers, and the trend is going to continue for tonight as we'll have a ones between Chris and Xela. Yeah, run it. Alright, well, we're gonna get underway. Maybe we'll change our fields. Let's go with DFH Stadium, hey? Why not? 1-6 Xela, just as I was about to hit the button. There's always that one person. Alright guys, what are our predictions for this one? I don't know if we've got predictions running still, but we can still make predictions by ourselves. We don't need no overlays and Twitch enablement to do predictions. Hey, it's big. Let's go walk. Yep, and go Chris. We've got supporters. Got some cheering going on. Lux joining the wrong team. That's a sign, guys. Lux expects some own goals from Lux here because he actually joined Team Orange. Xela and Remy still your teammates at heart. I love to see it. Ready for the hype train, let's go! Alright. Now, if you guys don't know, Lux actually was part of this team and got swapped out as part of our shuffling pre-round 1. And then he elected to verse these guys. Also, I just realized I don't have our overlay pulled up here, so let's quickly do that. And we're starting off with the 3s. Alright, lucky Casper wasn't here, else he'd be all over it. Okay, Giggles, ChrisX, and Xela taking, Giggles, ChrisX, and Xela, that's right, Giggles, ChrisX, and Lux, so that was the new team put together. Chris gets the reset, already seeing some spicy mechanics coming out, very looking forward to the ones as well, to see how both of these guys play. Obviously ChrisX is a new participant in crew battles, and so is Charlie, who's on the orange team. He's going by the name Big Chungus. So some fresh faces in our competition. Will be exciting to see how these guys hold up for the moment, but for the most part both teams, we're seeing a little bit of fast play here. Feels like everyone is relatively switched on. What a flick coming out from Lux, and Xela able to get the goal line save. Feels like this is definitely pretty fast pace at the moment, as everyone looks like they are ready and firing. High ball, Xela's going to follow up his own work. Chris gets a demo on walk on defense. This is going to be a read. Can Chris read it? Oh, what a beautiful read. You saw him launch so early for that one. And gets the backboard touch. Not able to keep it out, Charlie. And that's going to be goal 1 after a couple of minutes of play. What an exciting game ahead. This is looking like it's going to be a great series as we kick off again. Both Chris and Walker going to miss. And a high ball, this time Xela puts it up. He's going to have his own follow-up to do. Gets bumped out of the way by Chris. He's able to keep that one out. Both of these players very mechanical, so it'll be very exciting to see. But we know that their teammates got a mix of mechanical but also rotational playstyles, so very much an open playing field here in our 3s. Dangerous ball coming out from Lux, but a demo on Xela will go a long way. Giggles actually gets the boost, even though Chris is low. He actually buys him some time. Walk. Xela backs out at the last moment. Walks gets the boost grab, so that should help relieve the pressure, as Giggles has to keep that one away. Charlie centering ball, but very low, so Xela elects to stay back. Probably the safe and correct play. And what can Xela do here? He doesn't get to get the flip reset initially. Tries it on the second chance, but just a little bit too late to be effective by that point. Walk launches, not the best touch. Chris puts it over Xela's head. This one's looking pretty open. Can he get it? No, off the side of the goal face. Xela, can he get a follow-up touch? Yes, he can. What a beautiful read, and Xela puts it in the corner. That's one way to take it. Lux unfortunately passes it right to the waiting arms of Xela, who just is a little bit too speedy for Lux. DX dubs. Let's go. What? am I reading that right, Big? I feel like I've missed something in that one. Oh, Xela goes for the fake out jump, gets it past Giggles. Xela avoids the demo. This is a masterclass here. Gets the wall pinch, but none of his teammates there. As Lux, his chance to go off the side wall, gets a centering ball. Chris and Xela, high ball. Giggles, he's up. He has an open net, and Giggles is gonna slot that one. You see there, just early challenge. Both Wok and Charlie lunge for that one, but nowhere near as quick as Giggles. He had the first read on that. Oh, what a shot coming out. Charlie, open net. Oh, he's scuffed it, and Wok, he's able to finish. He's the Mr. Fix-It man. You miss your open net? No worries. Ah, abbreviations. Oh my gosh, Puma, with all of the reads today, even the abbreviations. Alright, Chris, Giggles, what are they going to do? Wok and Xela both double committing for that one, but no one there to punish as Giggles and Xela launch again for that one. High ball, just nobody going for it. The ball just sitting in a dangerous position. Eventually gets cleared out. Chris, low on boost. Xela, just a bit of awkward play here. Teams being safe, and now two players launching at it. Wok finally keeps it away, and a bump coming out from Charlie. I really don't have any read on the game. Not sure what to expect. And a high ball. What? That stays out. Wok off the goalpost, able to keep it away. Actually sends Charlie flying, and Lux finally puts an end to the commotion. What a strange series of events. Felt like neither team could really get a solid read on attack or defense. The ball lingers for the longest time, and finally, with 10 seconds to go, that is a bit of unfortunate timing. Rule none. Another team collision coming out from Xela and Wok. And they will let the ball drop to take away the first game in our threes. What an interesting game. It felt like both teams had so many moments to capitalize. Can we do a night map? We sure can. Let's quickly change to Manfield Night. Cosmic Tokyo's night. I mean, this is night enough. Alright, so game number 2. We'll see if the map change helps. I don't know, sometimes graphics play up on certain maps, and maybe it's just not a DFH day. Most critical for Mantis. Hello. Xela and Lux meeting. Shot coming out from Charlie is going to be high. Can Wok get the read? Yes, he can. And Lux, he's over-committed, or he's over-rotated rather, not able to get to the ball. Was trying to center himself in net, and then unfortunately sneaks in just behind him. Beautiful timing coming out on the shot, and 15 or just thereabouts seconds in, we've got a goal coming out for Team Orange, which will be a great confidence boost for them. Oh, what a shot coming out from Lux! What was that? Chris with the pass, and Lux just gets that touch. The slightest of touches. And what a goal out of nowhere in response. That took even less time than the first one. Wok almost puts in goal number 3 for the game. But able to keep that one out. Dangerous ball here. Giggles. Wok has to really do something. Does get the block on as Charlie comes in with the demo. And now it's Xela taking control. Chris, can he get the second touch? No, he can't. Wok puts it high. Oh, going for the demo there, Chris, but Xela switched on to what he was doing, able to get the evasion on that. And now it's Lux breaking through the other end. It's a double commit again, but this time just rolling out Players low on boost here for Devious Xela on Walk. I don't know how I'm going to pronounce that one. That seems like a handful to say. We call them... Oh, Chris, he slotted another one through. Just caught napping on defense here as Charlie gets 50'd. Walk not ready for that. And Chris is just going to slot the open net. Tezza, welcome to the chat. Hello, hello. High ball coming out. So both teams at this point feel like I've had some opportunities, but I feel like Rule None have just been able to keep that forward pressure going a little bit better. Water pass coming out from Xela. Charlie, another open net missed. He's managed to hit the post on a couple of occasions. He's going to be filthy with himself. But they've got to recenter and refocus because the shot's coming on their net. Chris puts it wide. Chris has looked very menacing on attack. So has Giggles. Double commits coming out from Devious Xela on Walk again. Just gonna call them Team Orange, guys. I don't know what to call them. It's too hard to say Devious Xela on Walk every single time. What's a alternative name that I could use if anyone's got any ideas? If you could abbreviate it or shorten it somehow. I'm all ears. Chris with a monster clear. Charlie not going to get a touch, puts Walk in a bit of an awkward spot. Does well. B, how am I going to pronounce that? I need vowels. Okay. Oh dear. Awkward spot here for Xela. Shot coming out from Chris. Going to be wide and again scrambling on defense. Xela able to take a moment, puts the shot too high, it's going to go crossbar down. Walk not able to finish, Charlie not able to get through the defense either, and Lux able to keep that one out of his own net. Xela not an ideal launch, but still able to connect with the ball. One touch second, gets the dunk on Chris, and Giggles sending it. DX dub. I see, DX dub. Uh-oh, Walk. I don't think he meant to double jump that. Chris is gonna welcome the pass from Giggles. That's just unfortunate timing. Walk just flailing in the air. I think he meant to flip forward, but I think he just launched himself. It definitely looked accidental either way. And 2 goals down. Looks like Rule None may be making a case for taking the threes. This is going to drop in dangerously. Walk, what a save from the squishy. Another shot hitting the post. Finally, Chris able to slot that one, but that was an insane passage of play. Walk, what a save. Giggles not able to connect. Xela completely whiffing that one, not ready for the bounce off. Chris, right place, right time, just rolls it one in, and 4 goals to 1. This one is looking done, guys. Rule None seem to have all of the pressure, all of the answers. They've been able to shut Xela, and Chris and Giggles have combined on a couple of occasions to make some beautiful passing plays, and Lux as well, might I add. Looking solid on defense. Lux goes up. Demo's coming out, but I think this one's looking quite grim here for Orange, for the dubs. The DX, yeah, DX. I think DX is a good one. Could probably Xela on Walk. I feel like I don't want to use the player names in the team names, so any nickname that I'm trying to think of, damn, I have to use it. But what about Devious? I can't think of any nicknames with Devious either. So that wraps us up for the threes games right here. Just got them on. Oh dear. Rule none, do take the threes very comfortably too, might I add. It didn't look like they had any struggles on there whatsoever. A little bit of panic coming out on our Devious, the Deviants. Maybe I'll call them the Deviants, hey. That seems like a good nickname. Yeah, maybe they're just not warmed up. Sometimes, we jump into the threes and, Xela's just hopped on, potentially just not quite warmed up and feeling it. So, still quite an even matchup all around in the twos, in the ones. So, it will be anyone's game the way I see it. So, either way, we'll hop into our ones. That works, the Deviants. Yeah. Charlie and Wok were decent. Yeah, I've definitely seen them scrimming a little bit as well, getting some playtime in, so... GG's in the twos. Lux, well played in the threes, my friend. I don't know what happened, but Chris's scorecard's gone missing. There we go, that's reset. Here's a little name tag. So this will be an interesting one series because ChrisX, oh, what a fake out. You see, he put the ball there like he was going to flick. Xela, he's not one that gets faked easily, but on this occasion, he just jumped a little bit too early. Just a little bit too early. Let's go, Thorny, welcome. Alright, Chris has an opportunity. Puts someone on target. Xela has to scramble for the save. Chris not in a good spot to capitalize though. So Xela does end up with ball control. Going for the fast break. Knows that Chris is low and just shoots it. Xela going for the fast break and able to just beat Chris out for pace there. Sometimes you just need some speed. Not the mechanics, just the speed. Let's go Wok and Xela. Welcome Dementor Man. Dementor Man 0. Don't know how many iterations of Dementor Man there are. Xela gets the flip reset. Oh, beautiful. Actually get next on the ball, but just not able to put it on target. Chris able to get the shot, but Xela, I don't know if he blocked it or if Chris just shot it wide, but Xela's got an opportunity to shoot, does hit the backboard, and awkward landing on Xela's behalf, but able to convert. Physics of the drug. Yes. Oh dear. Alright, so Xela with 2 quick breakaway goals, going for the fake kickoff. I was going to say, it's the first time we've seen the fake kickoff come out. Both Flixer and Yola brothers electing not to use it in their one smashes. But Xela, he's quite a bit of a trickster. So not surprised. Chris, low boost, still able to do enough. But Xela goes for the mid boost. Chain dashing his way. Going for the bumps, Chris. Feels like Chris is just reading all of Xela's mischief at the moment. Even gets a little spoil on the landing. This is going to be awkward. Xela able to get it across. Chris chasing boost? I thought he was going to go for the demo. Chris, going for the fake plays, but Xela a little bit too wise and turned on for that one. He's able to slot another breakaway goal. So all of a sudden, even though ChrisX started here with our opening goal, Xela is the one that takes the re-goals back to back. Alright, both players just have a moment to collect boost, ball control. Chris has basically just been given a free goal. Okay. That doesn't happen often. Xela goes all the way to corner boost. I don't know why. Even he recognizes that as he says oops in chat. and a free goal. Alrighty, Chris and Xela. Who's going to take the next goal? I feel like this next goal might actually be quite decisive. It's always the opportunity when you can break away or you can equalize. Low 50, both players playing really conservatively. No one wants to give the read. Oh, Xela may have just owned gold. He's basically owned gold. Went for the tricky plays, not able to land the... Gets an awkward touch off the bottom of his car. And I think that was going in either way. Chris just making sure to seal the deal. That is so unfortunate from Xela. Just giving up a goal for basically free. And it's this time Xela that elects to fake. Chris does get enough on the ball, but has zero boost. What a challenge, Chris. Is that going to roll in? I don't think so. But for a second, it looked like he did enough, and oh, he's just popped it. He's just popped it for Xela. So a bit of misplays coming out from both players here. I don't know if it's pressure, if it's panic, if it's nerves, if it's just not being quite warmed up. But, oh my, what is chat divulging to? I'm going to stay out of that one. Oh dear. Xela whiffs this one completely. I don't know what's happening, guys, but it looks like both of these players are having their moments. Please help. Save us, Chucker. Alright, we'll quickly hit the ban hammer. Bring us to the promised land. Alright, give us 2 seconds. There we go. Done. What degeneration? Yeah, right. What happened? Well, Xela is just going to score a critical goal. Chris going for the delayed kickoff. So a couple of interesting mind games being played here. As both players are sometimes sort of committing to their own demise, really. They're sort of just doing things that are costing them goals. A lot of mistakes coming out. We'll see what happens. Chris going for the demo. Xela able to evade that one, takes ball control, goes for the flick. He's finally got a breakaway to have some space. I just keep saying Chris. Sorry, Cliffs and Chris. I can see the confusion. But finally, Xela has a little bit of space, gets the reset. I don't know if Chris was expecting the ball to just drop, and I think Xela realized that. But I tell you what, guys, it feels like such a scrappy game, all things considered. It feels like there's just a lot of mistakes coming out. Feels like quite a scrambly game and a lot of mind games happening, so... Xela trying for the pinch, he's gonna land awkwardly. Chris, not the best touches, but I think he's got a chance to... Nah, ball just drops. Can't capitalize on that one. High ball. It's gonna be off the roof. What is going on? I don't know what's happening this game, guys. And Xela's gonna put that shot. He's gonna miss an open net. That goes wide. But I think Xela's more than okay with just chewing time off the clock, but far out, there's been some chances and some big mistakes either way. Xela getting the triple heli. And Chris just sitting there watching the spectacle. And finally Xela with the flip reset, goes for the tricky play, eventually gets ball control, flick up into the sky. Chris, I'm sure if he was in our position, I don't know how confusing it looks from his end, but from where we're watching, it looks so bloody confusing. Nobody knows what's going on, and we're into game number 2. So a very strange first game. It feels like both players had some very scrappy moments, some big brain plays, but also some misplays. So we've kind of had everything but from a very different perspective compared to our previous one series for tonight. That's alright, we'll take it. We'll see if things switch up for our second game of the ones, or if we continue down this fashion. But either way, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Just some unique playstyles coming out, so off we go into game number 2. Music on max this game. Xela's going to be in the zone. Alrighty guys, game number 2. So Xela would be looking to put it away here, ideally. Good start with the kickoff goal, but Chris able to rotate back very speedily. Not a good boost attempt from Xela. Chris will just get the demo and open his bank account. I think Xela, if he went for that back boost, would have been fine, but just decides to commit to the mid boost and pulls out at the last moment. An indecision has been the bane of his existence one more time. Xela, kickoff goal attempt. Chris barely able to get a touch on that. Does enough to keep Xela away though. Has ball control. Goes to the air, gets the flip reset, and oh, what a beautiful touch, just not on target. Scrambled to get that little touch at the very end of his reset. And Xela trying for some musties of his own. I feel like both these players have got some... Well, Xela anyways has a level of freestyle mechanics by the looks of it, going for those plays and completely whiffing the ball in defense, and Chris is going to be gifted another goal. Xela, I don't know what music you're listening to, mate, but maybe he needs to switch it out. Yeah. Turning it down a bit, not working so well. Oh dear. But even kickoff again, we'll see this time around what Xela does. Chris just charging towards the ball, goes for the fake challenge. I feel like he could have just taken the shot there, but didn't want to leave himself exposed by leaving the ground. Xela gets another good 50 high ball. Chris waiting it out. Xela, what's he gonna do? Gets the reset, gets the flick, but it's a very weak one, and Chris, I don't know if he's missed the open net. No, it should roll in, but another gift thanks to Xela. Very much feels like some very good fortune his way, given that he needs to win this game to keep himself in the series. Can he get the dunk? No, not quite setting up for him the way that he'd need Xela. He's got an opportunity now, goes for the bump, but Chris is still doing enough to get the spoil, gets the demo. Where will Xela spawn? He preempts the demo. What is going on? Just tries to go for the demo. Xela says thank you, but Chris getting the goal line save. Jimmy, welcome. You've joined us at an interesting time of our series as we see Chris just being gifted goal after goal and open net after open net. I'm not sure if that's just him being able to read Xela's plays, or just Xela getting the missed touches and not quite being warmed up. But either way, we are on a 4-goal-to-none advantage here for Chris. Xela going for another mind game. Again, missing that touches. I must say, Xela's flip resets haven't been clean, haven't been effective, and ChrisX has been so good with his demos time and time again, and yet another demo. And this feels like we're heading towards a game 3 very fast if this is how game 2 is going to continue. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, he's clean with the demos, big time. Alright, we'll see. Xela, can he break away? Can he finally do something? He actually tries to go for the air dribble bump, but unfortunately Xela continuing on his trend and gifting ChrisX another free goal. Remy, welcome to the stream again, my man, but you've walked into a bit of a shamble here. Xela is just not able to get himself going in game number 2 after winning game number 1. Feels like he's had so many opportunities with ball control, but just not able to convert any of them. Electing for the bump again. I'm not sure how wise that was, as Chris almost slots in goal number 7. Awkward touch here from Xela again. And it's Chris this time. Awkward in net. Oh my goodness, how does he get that save? He's able to somehow keep it out, and ChrisX here, buying his time, must be low on boost as Xela finally realizes that, goes for the challenge. With a minute 17 to go, I think Xela has realized that this one is going to be going to a game 3. Goes for the shot and finally able to slot one. After what feels like an eternity. It's Mr. Jack, welcome. Good to see you. As we're looking like we're going to a game number 3 in our ones matches. As Xela takes to the air again. We've seen him a few times. He's going for the flip reset, but ChrisX just able to read him every single time, like a book. Xela tries to put a shot on target, but again, not able to connect, and I think that's been the story of the game so far. Just Chris being able to read every play from Xela, and Xela struggling to get some offensive pressure with any substance. Finally gets a 50. Can he score this one just to give himself some confidence? Yes, he can. Tell you what, guys. Oh, it has been a grind of a day so far, and we're gonna be blessed with another another game 3 rather. Xela with a couple of quick goals, narrowing down the margin. I mean, I know we said we're going to a game 3, and I don't want to be cast at cursing anyone here, especially Chris. But hey, as we saw YOLO come back with pretty much the same amount of time in that last game against Flixar, so not ruling it out here. Yeah, the one series have been absolutely stacked, Remy. Had some very entertaining plays across all of our players competing tonight. It's been such a treat to watch. Alright, so with that, we're gonna go... We're gonna go to a game 3, so we'll see if Xela can actually make that comeback mentally, because it feels like he was out of it for the first half to first 3/4 of the game, and sort of only made that comeback towards that last minute. And Chris is obviously gonna look to seal the deal for his team here, so whoever is able to take this one will play a big impact in how stressful the 2s are going to be for the players. Alright, and we're away. Chris getting ball control, no boost. Xela full of boost, and Xela I think is going to just break away with the goal, and finally he's able to start things off the right way. I think it's been Chris that has walked away with goal number 1 for every single, well, for both of the ones matches so far. I could be wrong for the first match, but Xela has started things correctly. And maybe we'll get a second goal if he can get this past Chris. Chris able to get to the ball, but just not able to impact the touch onto the crossbar. Still finds the back of the net, and that's a lot better from Xela, seeing that he's able to find those touches. I don't know what he's done between those two games, but it's clearly working for him as he's given himself a 2-goal lead in the first 30 seconds of this match. Chris needing to be the one that's going to make a comeback this time around. Xela, beautiful touches, and what are we seeing here? Where was this in game number 2, Xela? Just a little bit of finesse, a little bit of love into the touch, and Chris not able to keep that one out of his own net. 3 goals down, such an early stage of the game. Xela, can he get goal number 4? Nope, he's going to scuff his recovery. He changed his music, probably. What other explanation could it be, Glue? There's another high ball. Chris has to launch for that one, does beat Xela to it, and sees the open net calling his name, able to convert that one. So, still, anything can happen. Xela scuffing his recovery again. That's twice in the same passage of play where he goes for the wave dash, but just missing it and spinning out on both attempts. Gotta hit that mech, people, or else you will be caught off guard. Alright, Chris awkward here, goes for the launch off the wall either way. Xela essentially given free ball control, gets a reset, goes not to go for the shot, waits for it to drop, and Xela, I don't know if he was just messing around in game 2, but he has clearly woken up in game number 3. You could have argued that he should have taken the shot, but he lets the ball drop and slots it behind Chris. He might have, who knows, Blue, but whatever he's done, it's clearly working out for him, and that's what matters in game number 3. Xela looking a lot more ominous with the touches. Chris gets absolutely sold, and a second time Xela just waits, and he's just gonna dribble that one all the way, just air drag that one into Chris's net. But what a mind play coming out. Not once, not twice, but 3rd time's the charm, and Chris not having anything left in the tank to challenge on that 3rd attempt. Watching the ball sail into his net, and just like that, Xela has opened up a 5-1 goal game number 3. And Chris, as I say that, goes back to what's tried and tested. He had a bunch of demo plays in game number 2, and he's going back to the demo play and giving himself a chance to claw back. Chris getting the kickoff, open net if he gets there quick enough. Not a good touch, the ball just jumped up, doesn't sit for him. Xela able to get the clear off, but Chris still gets the flick past Xela. And what is happening, guys? This is so volatile. It's like we're changing controllers on the player from one to another. Just the momentum swings. Chris going back to back and absolutely flicking the life out of Xela on that attempt. And we're down to just 2 goals apart. Chris will get ball control after getting boost. He's got a chance to go to fast breakaway, and he goes for that, pushes it wide, not electing to cut it back in, giving Xela a chance to keep that one out. But Chris has another attempt. Xela already takes to the air, pre-jumps the touch, and he's gonna land the shot. What a read coming out from Xela. That was such a risky play. And you see there in that replay, Xela launches pretty much simultaneously with Chris, and he's able to close the gap down. That was an excellent read. And a great finish as well. Xela getting boost control. Chris gets the bump, but Xela, if he takes a shot here, not able to beat Chris back to the touch. Could have had a chance. He's going for a bit of an air dribble. Runs out of boost, collects the boost pad. Chris, can he shoot? No, Xela recovers in time, should keep this one away. And does. Chris trying to be a nuisance, not wanting to give Xela clean possession. He'll finally go back for some boost, but he's back again. Xela trying to go for the bump play of his own. And Chris launching from downfield gets the flip reset. Xela reads the delay, and he's just going to grab the ball and roll it into Chris's. And Xela coming out with some excellent reads on Chris's play, realizing that there's no way that Chris will have the momentum or the power to flick that ball over him after that flip reset. And he's gonna go to a 4-goal break again. The second time this match. Bump on ChrisX shoots Xela, but Chris does able to recover and get back in time. It's his chance now off the ceiling. What's he gonna do? Tries for the musty, not able to land it, but again the demo play comes out. Can he turn around? Yes, he does. Unlucky spawn there on Xela, spawning on the close side. Not able to orient his car in time, and Chris still hanging on by the thinnest of margins, 3 goals. Kickoff. Chris going for the delayed kickoff. It came back to bite him last time, and it's going to come back to bite him again. Xela able to get the win, too strong on the kickoffs. Not going to get done by these delayed kickoffs. That's 2 out of 2. That gets absolutely punished. Immediate goal, and Chris, I'm sure he would have loved to have that kickoff back. And would have gone for a decent touch. Goes for the fake. Xela, gets faked out, but actually gets a piece of the ball, which means Chris has to slum all the way back. And now he's left the ball for Xela and Chris. That, I think, should be the game sealing play. 5 goals away. This one is looking like a Xela win over here. I don't know how Chris is meant to come back with 5 goals in under a minute. The ones is still going. Yes, Cliffs. Chris looked like he had a chance, but Xela so quick on the recovery. You saw that there. It looked like Chris had nothing but goal in front of him, and Xela just cuts across. 1, 2, skip a few. Xela just trying to run down the clock, being a pest to ChrisX. Someone needs a ban. We did get a ban. And Xela just wasting time, understanding that there's completely done. We're gonna go to the 2's decider. Chris not gonna get any last minute commiserations, as this one is done. We're off to the races with the 2's. It's gonna be for all or nothing, and we're gonna get a 2's decider for a second time tonight. How bloody exciting. Alrighty people, strap in because we're off to the 2's. This is going to be for all the beans. Winner takes all. Let's reset our scoreboard as well. Alright. Giggles takes a shot. Walk lunges in defense. Almost looked like Lux hit it into Giggles. Awkward there in defense. Feel like just no one on Xela. On Xela? On the Deviants wanted to challenge that ball, and Lux and Giggles will just capitalize on a lack of ball pressure. And it kind of just shows the importance of challenging in the 2s and the 3s. You've got to make sure that you don't just sit back and give free ball control to the other team. Walk on the receiving end of that one as well. And just an unfortunate touch. Giggles able to break off with the kickoff. Charlie though gets an important touch to keep that one away from Lux. As Lux going to take this one all the way to the corner. Walk should get there in time. No boost. Able to still fake out Lux as Charlie is going to clear this one. Giggles. Awkward on defense. Still able to block that one out. Walk not able to connect over there as we've got a bit of a scramble start to this game. But no doubt players will be finding their nerves. Charlie gets the flip reset off. Another touch centering. Giggles and Lux awkward in positioning. Bumping plays coming out. And Walk dangerously rolling it into his own goal. Giggles are not able to get a touch. And now Lux, what can he do? Can he get a reset, a touch? No, he does enough. Pushes it far enough. Not the play that he was going for. But you'll take it. You see Charlie there just rotating out a little bit too wide, left his net exposed, and Lux capitalizing. And with a 3-goal lead, this is going to be a bit of work for Walk and Charlie. Make that a 4-goal lead as we get a kickoff goal coming out. Giggles and Lux piling on the pain here. As we'll see, Walk gets blocked. Lux, what can he do? Goes off the corner. Walk challenges early, but Giggles back in defense. Lux and Giggles looking so dangerous here. Oh my goodness, Charlie almost hits that into the falling Giggles. Looks so dangerous. His low on boost shot comes out. Walk has to save. Does save, but these touches looking very, very nervous. Walk actually almost slots it in, and finally Giggles turns at the last moment. High ball coming out from Lux. Taking his time. Walk's going to whiff. Charlie takes full control. Gets it past 1. Gets it past 2. Can they finish? Oh, Walk gets bumped out by Lux. Not able to convert that. What a bump. Unlucky indeed. As a shot on target from Lux, that one's gonna go bang in the back of the net. Absolutely not ready for that one is Walk. Thought he could save it, but just a little bit too far forward, not having enough time to get in quicker or launch off the floor in quick time. Oh, and Giggles, guys, this is looking like a thrashing as Giggles taking the free kickoff goal, popping it over Walk. And with 6 goals to 0, this is looking very, very hard. Feels like every time Giggles boosts, I feel like I hear a screenshot or a mouse. I don't know if you guys hear it too. And I was trying to think if that's a screenshot been taken. Because I pressed the button on my keyboard earlier to sort of change the view on something, and I was like, hang on a second, did I just take a shot? Oh, what a shot from Giggles. Sorry. That was just a boomer. No chance there. Charlie doesn't even bother jumping. That was so fast. Yeah, big comeback game 2 for sure, indeed. Blue. Blue's now a rapper. New mixtape coming out, especially the back crew battles, am I right? Making that into a verse, Aussie. This one's gonna roll across. So in minute 25, I think this one, is safe to say we're all wrapped up in the first game. But can Wok and Charlie score in game number 1? Oh, Charlie does well to keep that one out. Giggles able to put it bottom and low. 50 coming out from Wok. Demo rather coming out from Wok as the 50 comes out from Charlie. Centering ball. Charlie, can he score? No, he's gone a little bit too far. And a pinch coming out. This is looking a little bit better and more promising. Send it to models. Nah, I definitely expect those kind of goals now, Kix. That was one hell of a series that you played in tonight. Just insanely good plays in the twos. But what a cracking series. Well done, mate. And Aussie as well. You guys played so well. Oh dear. Alright, well, this one's done as we expected. Wok and Charlie not able to wrap up with a goal. But I think they'll be happy with how they've been able to handle the last 2 minutes of this game. Not giving any easy goals away to Giggles. And roll num. As we expected, taking away game number 1 of the twos. Yeah. So, as sort of Cliffs puts it in chat, I don't think any of us saw the 7-0 coming. I think we all expected some sort of an even matchup. But Giggles and Lux definitely showing up big time. A lot of kickoff goals. So Wok and Charlie will definitely be looking to put a stop to the kickoff goals and support each other in offense and defense. Oh, I'm a bit cold, guys. Giggles C2, I think around C1, C2. I don't know. I can't confirm. Riz is typically the man for the ranks of players. I don't know those off the top of my head for everyone. I do for some people, just not for everyone. Shot coming out there, so... Oh, what a bump. Wok, though, gonna be back in defense. And the shot coming out from Giggles, that was just an accident waiting to happen. You saw that ball just staring at this net. Charlie took a while to get up to it, and Giggles just reading the play a little bit quicker. I was going to say, whichever team takes the first goal will have a huge advantage. I'm sure from the mental side of things anyways. Wok going for the challenge. Giggles, Charlie, what can they do? Charlie able to get past one. Can he take the shot? Goes for the shot top right, but Lux able to read that. Another centering ball. Can he finish? No, Charlie second time. We see he had an opportunity, but just cuts his rotation a little bit too far. Giggles almost with an awesome double touch, but going high. The pressure is coming like no tomorrow right now. Charlie and Wok, you feel like they needed to take a goal right about now to give themselves a chance in sticking around in this game. A little bit hesitant, a little bit in their shell still as Giggles going for another play. He is looking like a man that is definitely not in his shell. As Lux has an opportunity The center at Giggles. Oh my goodness, how is that one not in net? Walk and Charlie both lunging on goal line. Lux trying to get that. Oh, what a shot. Walk, another shot goes missing, guys. What is going on? This is an absolute bloodbath and nobody able to put it in, and even now Walk able to get the touch. Can they keep it out? No, Giggles misses. This is mayhem. A demo coming out. It's like everything except for the ball finding itself in the back of the net. Another demo coming out. Cliffs, I do agree. I do feel like, you know, whichever team is going to take the next goal really needs to be the one that's taking the pressure on, not just trying to soak up the defensive dribble plays, because that's going to be difficult as Lux has another opportunity. Charlie, is he going to go for the play? Is he going to go for the flick? No, he still waits too long. Walk has a chance to shoot. Lux is going to keep it out. And another chance, backboard. I'm going to check out how many shots we've got after a second, because surely the shots on target have been enormous by both teams. Oh, Charlie going for the demo play. Luckily for him, he's able to rotate back. But it would have been a problem had he not got back in time. Awkward now for Walk as Lux centers Giggle all the way back. Gonna try and just cut this one off. Charlie, zero boost, keeping it up, but Giggles, oh, awkward touch. Lux there to bail him out. Both plays in the air. Really awkward there if nobody makes contact. And with a minute remaining, this has been a very tight affair. Oh, shot missed. Walk's gonna hit the crossbar. It still can't go in. What is going on in game number 2? It's like the goals have just stopped. Neither team able to put that final finishing blow in. With a minute to go, it needs to be Walk and Charlie that can manufacture something. And as we say that, Giggles is making this comeback so hard. Finally goes for the challenge. He sees Walk absolutely faking the touch, and Walk realized that he probably needed to go. I don't know if he was low on boost, but either way, waited a little bit too long there. Walk 40 seconds. It needs to be now or never. Charlie needs to be there to shoot. Giggles is going to be there first, and with every second that goes away, it feels like so did the hopes of Walk and Charlie in making this comeback. Shadow's curse clips. It's a new curse after Caster's curse. And Giggles, high ball, Walk is going to keep it away, but with 5 seconds to go, guys, this one is done, and it's going to be rule none, taking away the crew battle with a 2-0 sweep in the twos. And that is our match done for tonight. Good games indeed, and once again congratulations to Chris, Lux and Giggles, able to take that one away from Xela, Charlie and Walk. So they will move to the winners bracket, and with that we have our last match of round 1 completed. So we had a lot of games played, guys, a lot of games casted, a lot of wins, a lot of losses, and that brings us to the end of this round. I know a lot of you guys will be asking, well, when is round number 2? When are we kicking off? And the answer is, we're just going to have to wait for the team balancing to take place. Now that all of the matches have been completed, we'll probably take a day, ideally ASAP, within a day, to get some teams reorganized. We've got a handful of teams that will need to be moved around, a handful of players that will need to be moved around. And as soon as that's done, once we've made those adjustments, we will release the matchups for round number 2. We'll open up those team chats, get in those calendars filled up, and hopefully we can have all of our matches for next round wrapped up sooner rather than later. So that's going to be the plan. But as far as tonight goes, that is all she wrote. So thank you to all of our players once again. It's been such an entertaining night of crew battles. Thank you guys for tuning in. It will definitely be exactly what you're saying, Cliffs. We'll have a top v bottom seed, and the middle seeds will verse the middle seeds, so on and so forth. So that is the way the Swiss goes. And obviously for teams that have had similar match scores, we'll probably just work out how the bracket falls, and how those matchups align. So yeah, keep an eye on that. All of that info will be out soon. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit us up. We're always available. And yeah, we'll see you back for round 2 shortly. Alright, that does it for now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have an awesome rest of your night. And we will see y'all soon. Bye-bye.